Okay, so there's this really weird thing happening in the world of real estate. On one hand, you've got governments with piles of cash set aside to help people pay for new roofs. But on the other hand, almost no one is actually claiming it, while building owners are totally stressing out over these massive repair bills. It makes no sense. So, what's the deal here? What's the secret?
And look, we're not talking about pocket change. We're talking about a potential check for 5, 10, maybe even $40,000. For a lot of people, that's the difference between a high-quality, long-lasting repair and just a cheap patch job. That is a game-changing amount of money to just leave sitting on the table. I mean, just think about that for a second. Imagine you're staring down this massive bill, trying to figure out how in the world you're going to pay for it, and you know there's money out there that's meant for you, but it feels like it's locked away. The frustration would be immense.
It's just completely absurd. This analogy nails it. It's like you're digging through your couch cushions, hoping to find a few bucks, while a $40,000 gift card is just sitting right there on your kitchen counter. The help is available, but it's basically hidden in plain sight. And this isn't just a hypothetical problem, this has real, painful consequences. Take this story from Toronto. A commercial building owner, he's facing a $120,000 bill for a new roof. Had no idea any funding even existed. By the time he found out and started wading through the paperwork, it was already too late. A big storm hits, the roof starts leaking, and he's forced to do emergency work. And just like that, boom, instantly disqualified from thousands in grant money. He completely lost his chance. So you gotta ask, why is this so hard? Well, it's because the system isn't really one system. It's a three-country nightmare. Trying to figure out the rules in Canada, the US, and the UK all at once, it's like trying to learn three totally different languages at the same time. And the approaches couldn't be more different. In Canada, you've got these grant programs that can literally just vanish without warning. Poofs, gone. In the UK, you don't even go to the government. You have to work through your energy company, which is weird, right? And then in the US, it's all about tax credits. Sounds great until you realize you have to pay for everything up front and then go fight the IRS to get your money back. Each country has its own special little bureaucratic trap waiting for you. Oh, and it gets even crazier. The rules don't just change from, say, a state to a province. Nope. They change from city to city. And get this is the wildest part. You could literally live across the street from a neighbor who gets a rebate you can't touch. Why? Because you're in different utility company territories. An invisible line on a map decides who gets the money. It's an absolute geographic maze. All right, so the whole system is a maze, but let's say you actually find your way through it and you locate the right program. Well, guess what? There's a whole new set of traps waiting for you. Let's talk about the application killers, the things that stop most people dead in their tracks. Okay, so there are basically 4 big ways your application can just completely fall apart. First up, bad timing. You start the work even one day before you get official pre-approval, you're done, disqualified. Second, documentation limbo. You're missing a single receipt, one tiny form, the whole thing can grind to a halt. Third, these vague income limits that mean something different everywhere. And fourth, and trust me, this one is huge, hiring the wrong contractor. Yeah, that contractor problem, it's a real killer. Think about it. Most roofers are experts in, well, roofing, not in navigating government bureaucracy. A lot of them just avoid grant work altogether because it's such a headache. In the UK, for instance, your contractor might need a special trust mark certification. If you don't have it, doesn't matter how perfect the rest of your application is, it's worthless. And if that wasn't enough, you're also sent on this wild goose chase for accurate information. You go to the official government websites and they're a mess. Dead links, contact info for people who retired 5 years ago, and the language itself is a nightmare. What one program calls building envelope improvements, another one calls energy retrofits, and they're talking about the exact same thing. How are you supposed to know? So at this point, it all seems pretty hopeless, right? I mean, it's a complex, contradictory system that feels like it was designed to make you give up. But there is a way through it all. There's one fundamental misunderstanding that once you get it, it's like a key that unlocks the entire puzzle. Okay, here it is. This is the secret. This is the big aha moment. Everyone is out there searching for roofing grants. But that's the wrong term. That's not where the money is. The funding is actually hidden inside programs with a totally different name, energy efficiency programs. If you're not searching for that exact phrase, you're already lost. So what does energy efficiency program even mean? Well, here's the thing. A program like that doesn't really care that your shingles are old and falling off. What it cares about is thermal performance. They want to see insulation upgrades. They want to hear about air sealing. You can't just swap old materials for new ones. You have to actually improve the building's energy use. That's the language they understand. That's the key. And when you finally crack that code, when you start speaking their language, the payoff is huge. And it's not just about the thousands of dollars you get for the project itself. It's about getting a much better roof that's going to lower your energy bills for decades to come, that's going to increase your property's value, and that's going to save you from that gut-wrenching panic of a costly emergency repair down the road. It really just goes to show you, right? Sometimes the biggest opportunities out there are hidden behind the wrong name or buried under a pile of complexity. So now that you know the secret to this system, it kind of makes you wonder, what other hidden systems are out there, quietly shaping our world, just waiting for someone to figure them out?